Rec Room has a lot of games. So today, I'm going to show you 100 Rec Room games to play when you're bored. If at any point you see a game you like, make sure to subscribe. Let's go! Game number 1. Gmod Next Bots is this hilarious game where scary memes chase you around. Not only is it really fun to play with your friends, but the memes kind of make the horror aspect of this game much more funny. Overall, it's a great time and really funny. Game number 2. A Very Lethal Company is this game where you have to collect a bunch of treasure in spooky facilities. Oh yeah, and also there's scary monsters chasing you. Although this game is kind of low quality, the concept of the game is actually pretty addicting. Game number 3. Plates of Doom is this OG Roblox and Rec Room game where you have to be the last player standing on these blocks. Over time, a bunch of cool weapons spawn, cool events happen, your plate can go up or down. You can also push people off. It's a really fun party game, and I wish more people would play this. Game number 4. Sword Summit 2 is this really high quality sword fighting game where you can practice your melee combat skills, face other players, and level up. This new map is really well made, and it's a huge improvement to the old one. Game number 5. Grapple Hook Parkour has this super unique mechanic where you, grapple against a bunch of different floating islands. But honestly, it's really fun. I seriously feel like I'm Spider-Man when I'm playing this. Definitely give this one a try. You can collect stars, race your friends, or just fly around. It's just a lot of fun. Game number 6 is Train Troubles, which is this hilarious game where you have to knock everyone off the train by punching the lights out of them. There's great mechanics, hilarious sound effects, and fast-paced gameplay, which makes it really addicting. Game number 7 is Nerf Rivals. Nerf Rivals is this 4v4 game that takes place inside of a house. It kind of recreates that fun environment when you were a child playing with Nerf guns in your house. It's really competitive, and some of the guns are pretty goated. If you like paintball and laser tag, I'd give this one a try. Game number 8. Yo, what's up? I'll keep this really fast. Today's sponsor is VR Wave. They're an absolutely amazing company that specializes in super high quality VR lenses for Quest 2, Quest 3, Quest Pro, and literally every headset. If you wear glasses, you need to buy these. They are tailor-made to your own prescription, extremely easy to install, and you don't have to wear your glasses in the headset anymore. And even if you don't wear glasses, you should still buy the blue light and anti-glare filter that will keep your eyes safe. Otherwise, you might get eye fatigue and you might not be able to sleep. All their lenses will correct nearsightedness, farsightedness, and astigmatism. Just go to the link in the description to get yours now. They ship everywhere. Now let's get back to the 8th game, which is game number 8 is Rec Video Chat, which is like Omegle, but just on Rec Room and without any of the weird stuff. But yeah, super chill game. You can invite your friends to your room, meet random people, troll people. It's a really creative idea. Game number 9 is Dragon Ball Z PvP 2, and it has some of the coolest CV2 mechanics ever. If you're an anime fan, you're probably gonna enjoy this. You can shoot lasers at people, everyone has like insane powers, and it's really cool to try all of them out. Game number 10 is SCP-173. It's this take on a creepypasta of, SCP-173. It has this unique mechanic where if you're staring at the monster, it doesn't really move, but as soon as you look away, it moves really fast. You can close doors on the monster, close doors on your friends. You also have to try to collect 10 key cards to escape. Game number 11. Ultimate Sky Obby is kind of like the OG run game you'd find on like cool math games, but in VR, so it's like a lot more fun. I ain't gonna lie though, it took me like 30 minutes to get to the end. I will say if you get motion sick easily, I would not play this. Game number 12 is Ignited Markiplier. It's a more unique horror game to say the least. I find the animations to be really high quality, and if you're like me and a bit scared of actual horror, but like a little bit of humor on it, this is a game for you. Game number 13 is the famous Backrooms All Seeing. It's like the best recreation of the Backrooms on Rec Room. There's countless levels, scary entities, and a really creepy vibe. This is a must-try experience for every Rec Room player. Game number 14 is Build Your Own Skibidi Toilet Post 2. It's something, I don't really know. If you're interested in building Skibidi Toilet battle frames while your computer lags like crazy, maybe you'll enjoy this. I don't know. Game number 15 is Queso's Hungry. It's another meme horror game where Queso hunts you around a restaurant. Fun fact, Queso actually played this before on a live stream, so pretty goated. Game number 16. The Hunger Games is a really clean recreation of the arenas in the movies. It's got some cool custom weapons, insane details, and makes for a really fun party game if you enjoy PvP. Game number 17 is Rap Rumble, which is the best map for any aspiring SoundCloud rappers who are trying to make it out of the hood. But jokes aside, it's a super chill map for some friends to get along and roast each other. I'm quite the rapper myself, actually. My bars are fire! You should retire! You built like a car tire. Game number 18. TTT Minecraft is like this really complicated version of Murder Mystery. I haven't fully gotten the hang of it yet, but you play in this super high quality Minecraft world with some cool features. Game number 19 is Kings and Sorcerers PvP. It's not just your typical PvP, but it has some insane weapons. It's got like magic spell wands, the shield that spawns walls. You gotta try these. I actually made a video in this game where I tried to survive 1 hour while 20 people chased me down. So go watch it if you want to see more. Game number 20 is Gorilla Tag Remastered, which is this super unique game that I've never even seen before. I don't know. Apparently you're like a monkey or something and you jump around the different maps. I don't know. It's pretty fun. Seems like a unique game idea. Game number 21 is Jailbreak. It's this hilarious cops versus robbers PvP game where you play as either cops or robbers. There's many secret paths, escapes, weapons. It's really fun. Get like 10 of your friends to hop on in this game. You'll have a blast. Game number 22 is Doors. It's this recreation of the Roblox horror game Doors where you go through different hallways and rooms while avoiding different entities. You have to do different things to counter each entity also, and it's pretty scary low-key. Game number 23 is Blade Ball, which is another recreation of a Roblox game where you play like ping pong but with swords and a big odd ball. I low-key suck at it, but these guys are pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty fun to play in VR. I also think there's special abilities you can get, but I'm not too sure. Game number 24 is the Aqueduct Legacy. It's this older Rec Room game where it's kind of like an escape room, but you gotta do parkour and climb and stuff. It's actually really interesting and the lore is pretty crazy. If you like climbing and puzzles and escape rooms, give this one a shot. You basically gotta find your way out to win. Game number 25 is Escape Walmart Obby RR. It's this really goofy parkour map. It's not very difficult, but it's honestly kind of creative how they made parkour around like Walmart things. It's a pretty good beginner parkour map. All right, we're past game number 25. You still hanging in there? Shout out to you for staying for so long also. This video took me like 30 hours to make. So if you want to support me, just go to my profile in Rec Room. It's Slat. And press that big support button. It really means the world to me. All right, now let's keep going. Game number 26 is Wreck Rock Climbing. It's this other older map where you have a bunch of different walls and courses you can try to climb. They're actually pretty difficult, and it's super satisfying when you make it to the top. Game number 27 is Fazbear Haunts. It's this really funny and scary horror game where all 3 animatronics hunt you down. It's really high quality, and it puts you in a modified version of the Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria. Game number 28 is Punch Door Simulator. It's like this cookie clicker type farming game where you increase your strength and punch down stronger and stronger doors. If you need to take out some anger or punch some walls or something, this might be the game for you. Game number 29. If you ever wanted to experience what it's like to be a RecTuber, check out RecTuber Tycoon. It's a 100% accurate game that shows you how to get views and stuff. Totally real. This is what I do every day. Game number 30 is 2016 Revive. It's the best recreation of 2016 Rec Room. It even uses old Rec Room assets and like posters and stuff. If you're like an OG player and you missed the old Rec Center, come take a visit here. It'll bring you back. Game number 31 is Volleyball. It's this really funny sports game where you just hit a ball to the other side and hope it lands. It doesn't follow actual volleyball rules, but it's really funny. Game number 32 is the Rec Room Studio Shooting Range. It's perfect for anyone who wants to practice their gun accuracy with realistic guns and environment. The sniper is my favorite gun there, so go give that one a shot. Game number 33 is Hide and Seek Terror. It's a game where you play hide and seek in this spooky neighborhood. One person is the seeker and everyone else hides or runs. You can jump on roofs, hide in houses. It's pretty scary. Game number 34, Spin the Bottle. It is not the kissing game. Basically, if the bottle lands on you, you get a gun, and you can do whatever you want with it. It's a game purely of luck, but it's super funny to bring some friends and kill each other. Game number 35, the Walking Bean Tech Demo is this really interesting shooter game where you shoot flying beans. It's pretty funny. It's also really satisfying to kill the beans with the guns. Game number 36, Day is this beautiful Rec Room studio world that's super relaxing to chill and fly around in. Even though there's so much here, I actually didn't lag very much at all. It's actually like super beautiful. Go check it out. Game number 37 is the Maze Imperfectum. It's this story game where you get placed in a big old maze and have to escape. There's a lot of lore to this, and I still haven't figured it out. But apparently there's monsters who chase you around, so make sure to play this one. Game number 38 is Island Warfare. It's this classic PvP map where you make alliances, gather a team, or just kill whoever you want. It's a super old map, but still has lots of cool buildings and secrets you can visit. Game number 39 is Cards Against the End of Humanity, which is this card game where you try to create the funniest prompt with the cards you're given. It's based on a real life card game, but it's really fun in Rec Room too. Game number 40 is Freeze Tag 2. It's a new and improved version of the old Freeze Tag game with one tagger and a bunch of runners. There's soda boosts, climbable walls. It's a really reliable party game to get everyone involved and lots of fun. Game number 41 is the Presentation Experience, which is a more laid-back experience of presenting in front of your class. You can rate how the presentations were, troll your classmates. It's really funny. You can also go to the bathroom, which makes this 10 times better. Brookhaven RPRR is this recreation of Brookhaven in Rec Room. It has some cool features to it. You can drive around, role play. It's not as big as the Roblox one, but it's still really fun. Game number 43 is SCP-3008. It's this haunted IKEA where you have to collect furniture and build a base to hide from the cursed employees. During the day, they actually don't do anything, but at night, they go crazy and try to kill you. Bro, low-key, this one kind of scared me. Game number 44 is Public Bathroom Simulator, which is exactly what it sounds like. Goated map! Yeah, I really don't know what to say. If you ever want to be in a public bathroom, play this game, I guess. Game number 45 is Baldi's Basics, which is a multiplayer version of Baldi's Basics, you know, the actual game. You can play as the teachers, students, or even any of the NPCs around. Game number 46 is Valar Academy, which is the best place to go if you're an artist or interested in drawing in Rec Room. They've got a huge community of talented artists and teachers you can meet there, or you can just draw your own stuff. Game number 47. Soar is a horror game with two monsters, one they have to run away from and one they have to stay still when you see. It's a good beginner horror game, but it's kind of buggy, so it kind of makes it funny. Game number 48. 6 Minutes is this bomb defusing game where you and your team have to unscramble letters to make a word. If you get it correct, the time increases, but if you get it wrong, the time will decrease. Kind of stressful, but low-key lots of fun. Game number 49 is the Exit 8. It's this recreation of a popular Steam game where you walk through the same hallway over and over until you spot an anomaly. If you see an anomaly, you have to turn back. It's kind of sketchy, but it's like a really unique idea. Game number 50. Project Polaroid is one of the scariest VR experiences on Rec Room. You're put in this house and you can't even see the monster. You have to take photos and you can only see the monster through the camera. The jump scare is also horrifying. What's up again? It's me. We're halfway there. Shout out to you for making it so far. Are you still hanging in there? Now that we're halfway through, you might have noticed that there's some people in the background on this video playing with me. Well, that's because they are actually channel members. If you ever wanted to be in a video, I have a channel members only chat in my Discord server, and channel memberships are right next to the subscribe button on desktop. So yeah, back to it. Game number 51 is Weird Strict Dad. It's this Roblox horror game where you have to eat noodles and drink water while you hide from your strict dad. Apparently, he comes to check on you every few minutes, so you gotta pretend like to be sleeping or something. Game number 52 is Work at a Walmart. It's a perfectly accurate simulation of what you do as a Walmart cashier. There's annoying customers you gotta deal with, a really funny story. Yeah, I think it's pretty fun. Turn your volume down if you play this game also. Game number 53 is Crawl Space VR, which is another extremely scary Rec Room game where you just crawl around vents while something chases you. And it chases you fast. It's really scary, so beware if you play this one. Game number 54 is Freddy Fazbear Room Horror. It's one of the scariest games I've ever played. I'm not gonna show you what actually happens, so you gotta try this experience out for yourself. It's terrifying, bro. Game number 55 is Murder v3. It's the super popular party game where there's a murderer, detective, and lots of other roles. It's really high quality, and there's this leveling system too. I'm low-key like goated at this game, so don't challenge me. Game number 56 is Lo-Fi Home. It's this nice relaxing cabin at night where you can hang out with friends, talk, or explore nature. It's a pretty underrated hangout room. It's got an awesome vibe, awesome music, so go check it out. Game number 57 is Fear Survey. It's another really creative horror game where you answer horror-related questions and they give you an experience based on your answers. There's a lot of different rooms and it's a pretty long experience, but it's really scary. Game number 58 is the Wild West Brawlers. It's the shooter game where two teams fight in a Wild West themed map. Showdown 2.0. It's actually pretty fun though. It's like an advanced version of Showdown where you move super fast and the map is actually decent size. So yeah, pretty goated. Game number 59 is Prop Hunt Royale. It's this really goofy prop hunt game where you can hide as props while someone tries to find you. It's like really funny for some reason. There's this cool camera feature when you play as a prop where you have like a mini screen that you control. It's an awesome game. Go try it out. Game number 60 is Jungle Tours Co. It's another cool art room that you can explore, which puts you in this like Indiana Jones type jungle crib. Yeah, not much else to say, but it's a really beautiful room. Game number 61 is Anomaly Watch Rec Room Studio. It's a super unique horror game. You're in this office and you have to look around for anomalies like floating objects, strange lights, or even monsters. If you see any anomalies, you have to report them right away. Game number 62 is Player Swap Classic. It's like a 1v1 paintball game where you and your opponent swap places every 10 seconds. It can lead to some crazy strategies and can get quite intense, so I recommend you play this one. It's super goated. I actually made a video on this, so go watch that. It might be my game. Game number 63, Bears Climb is a recreation of an old Rec Room climbing map called the Impossible Climb, where you climb one super tall tower. There's a bunch of checkpoints you gotta reach. There's some parkour. It's a really difficult challenge. Game number 64 is Jujutsu Kaisen, which has some crazy powers made with Rec Room Studio that you can kill your opponents with. To be honest, I don't really know how to describe them. Like, just go play this. It's really unique. I've never seen anything like it. Game number 65 is Small Trash Paintball. It's this Rec Room Studio paintball map with some unique weapons and features. Like, you can actually revive each other in this game, and the map is low-key giant. If you're bored of the regular paintball maps, go try this one out. It's a really good time. Game number 66 is Color Crashers. It's this free-for-all game where you have to stand on a certain color tile at a given time. You also have to knock each other off with hammers. It's pretty funny. It can get really competitive. It's non-stop fun. Game number 67 is Whip Spleef Elite. It's like the Minecraft Spleef game, but you use a whip to damage these platforms and knock each other off. If you need to practice your whip skills for Crescendo or something, come practice here. Game number 68 is Minigames Rec Room Studio. It's got a whole bunch of minigames that automatically cycles through. There's one where you dodge lasers or one where you avoid fireballs. It's not too competitive. It's more like a laid-back game, so come try this out. Game number 69 is Zestfest 2024. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You gotta try this one out. There's free gifts if you complete some parkour, awesome holotars, great room design. You gotta come join the Zestfest. It's super zesty. Yeah, it's an awesome time. Game number 70 is Rumia, which is probably the most beautiful tree I've ever seen. Yeah, the vibes are great. Not much to do, but if you ever wanted to see how cool Rec Room Studio is, come take some pictures here. It's really nice. Game number 71 is Woodland Whackers, which is this farming game where you cut down trees and get better axes. It's kind of like My Little Monster. I think My Little Monsters came out after this, actually, so low-key Rec Room copied this game, so come play the OG game. Game number 72. If you ever need to update your profile picture, come to Avatar Color Changer. You can get some awesome textures and colors for your Rec Room character. You can take pictures for RecNet or your profile picture. It's lots of fun. Game number 73 is Minecraft Rec Worlds. You can actually play Minecraft in Rec Room. It's shocking how well this works. You gotta try this one out. I was astounded at how cool it was, and it works really well. Check out the crib. I made this by myself. Yo. Game number 74 is Dog Park Simulator, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't really understand, but it's kind of funny. You can watch the dog's POV, clean up poop, fire game, I guess. Game number 75 is Some Lonely Islands. It's this incredible art room with some islands you can explore and chill in. Yeah, it's a super underrated map. Man, what is it? Oh my god, we're almost there. 25 more games to go. Shout out to everyone watching right now. If you're seeing this, I want you to comment something like, yo, Slat, you can't be saying that. Or, yo, Slat wild for saying that. It'll be really funny. Also, please subscribe if you haven't yet. It seriously means a lot to me. So, yeah. 25 more. Game number 76 is Boys vs. Girls BG. You can get a bunch of guys and girls to fight it off to the death. I don't know. It's kind of funny, I guess. The map is low-key unique, though. Game number 77 is Slat Studio. It's the best map ever. Super awesome. Lots of things to do. Jokes aside, though, I'll be here every now and then if you ever wanted to meet me. So, yeah, pull up. I'll host, like, small events here sometimes or do live streams here. Yeah, come check it out. It's awesome. Game number 78. Forgotten Freddy is like this Rec Room Studio version of Ignited Freddy. There's not much to it. You just run from Freddy. But low-key Freddy be tweaking sometime, bro. Game number 79 is Jumbotron Neon Parkour. It's this chill parkour map that's based on the Jumbotron quest. It's kind of easy, but it's pretty high quality. Yeah, goated parkour map. Come check it out. Game number 80 is Deep Dark. It's this Rec Room recreation of the Minecraft Deep Dark with like the warden and the skulk and everything. You can collect emeralds and stuff, run around. I think if you get too loud though, the warden's gonna come get you, so be careful. Game number 81 is Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes Alien Edition. It's this bomb defusing game where one person defuses a bomb while the other person gives instructions over a walkie-talkie. It's pretty fun. Just make sure your teammate knows how to communicate properly, otherwise you're cooked. Game number 82 is Mario World PvP. It's a PvP game that's Mario themed. There's like different castles from the Mario lore. And also every time you jump, it makes the Mario sound effects. So that's pretty goated. Game number 83 is Destroy the Ragdolls, which is a friendly game where you get some weapons and kill these ragdolls as they fall apart. This one is a big recommendation, but there's also a hidden secret. You gotta find it for yourself though. Game number 84 is Harmony Water Park. It's this Rec Room Studio park filled with some fire rides, a cool atmosphere. Yeah, if you want to go to a water park without getting wet or leaving the house, come play this. Game number 85 is The Vent Stalker. It's a horror game where you're in this abandoned office building with vents and you gotta collect stuff. It's kind of similar to the Vent Crawler, so if you like that one, you can try this one too. Game number 86 is Werewolf's Flowers, which is this small little garden with a couple of buildings. Yeah, it's a alright game. Game number 87 is Circus Freak. It's this really old Rec Room horror game. One of the first, actually. It was really popular back in 2020, but you collect like these presents while running away from this tweaking clown. Yeah, it's pretty nostalgic. Game number 88 is Burger Time 2, where you gotta do some parkour with a big old burger chasing you. The parkour is actually kind of difficult, so be careful. This is like a classic game to play with your friends when you're bored. Game number 89 is Pong 2020. It's this nice arcade area with some beanbags, games, and most notably the life-size Pong game. You can even become the ball, which I don't know why you want to do that, but yeah, kind of funny. Game number 90 is Hole in Sun, which is this super high quality mini golf game. It works really well. It's actually quite a challenge. There's lots of maps, holes. You can bring up to 3 people with you too. Game number 91 is Wordle. It's a daily word game where you gotta guess a word and stuff. Yeah, you know what Wordle is. You can play once per day, just like the New York Times version. I'm kind of the goat at it, but yeah, that's it. Game number 92 is Camp Rivals 2, which is an extremely underrated PvP game. There's 2 teams and everyone can choose their own class. There's a really sick map, cool weapons. You can bring a bunch of your friends to come play this. It's awesome. Game number 93 is Catnap's Awakening. It's this horror game where someone can play as Catnap and everyone has these extendable hands or something. I'm still figuring out how to win, but it's low-key kind of scary, so be careful. Pretty fire. Game number 94 is Orbital 1. It's this nice art room where you can chat and hang out with friends. You can look for Easter eggs, watch the solstice, shoot stuff. Yeah. Game number 95 is Rec Room Beta Archives. Might be one of the most unique rooms there are. It's like a collection of old Rec Room assets, games, secrets. There's a lot to explore. I haven't checked it all out yet, so let me know if there's anything cool in this map. Game number 96 is Deathloop, which is this infamous mountain climbing game. Kind of like Only Up, but it's probably like the hardest climbing challenge in Rec Room, so get ready to suffer. Game number 97 is Beneath the Light Bulb, which is this really scary horror game where you're in like a haunted house and you have to stay away from a little robot toy. But this robot toy actually calls upon his big brother, which is this massive monster who kills you. It's actually horrifying. Game number 98 is Mr. Beast's Revenge. It's a combination of a horror game, escape room, and a boss fight. It's probably the weirdest story ever, but it's like low-key kind of funny. Game number 99 is Cat Shooter. It's one of the most games of all time. Basically, you just mess around with these cat guns and fly this cat plane. I don't know. I like it though. Finally, game number 100 is Rec Rally. It's one of the most unique games of all time. There's lots of replayability. You can go rally fast. Recoil Arena is this fast-paced free-for-all game where you have these guns that do a lot of knockback. The strategy is kind of different. It's not really like doing damage, but blasting people off the platform. You can also boost yourself with the recoil. So yeah, pretty fire game. And that's the end. 100 games done. If you enjoyed this video, you're also going to enjoy this video where I played a ridiculous Rec Room bingo game and I played it against the RecTuber BVR. There's some weird stuff in there like finding a mirror couple or seeing like an inappropriate name. So go watch that. It's a really good video. Trust me.